Hello friends, welcome to this channel. Today we are going to see how to establish the connection between the ESP32 and Google Firebase. The Google Firebase platform is a very good platform to store the IoT related data. Let us first visit the website of the Firebase. Search Firebase in the Google search window. Press enter. Then click on this link. This is the website of Firebase, which is backed by the Google. Let us click on the get started button. You can log in into your account using the Google Gmail account or Google account. Enter your email ID and password and get logged into your account. This is my Firebase account. In order to create one project, just click on the create a project. Enter your project name. I am writing ESP32 PRJ. Press continue. Disable this and create the project. So now our project is ready. Press continue. Let us go to real-time database. So we'll be creating a new database. So press create database. Select the settings as is. Press next. Select here start in test mode. As we are creating the project for testing purpose, click enable. So our database is created. Remember this link. We will be using it in the coding at the later stage. At the same time, just click on project overview and then on project settings. Go to the service accounts. Click database secrets. And remember this key also. This is the token which we will be using in the coding at the later stage. So everything is set over here. Just click on the real-time database. Right now no field is available in this database. Now let us see the coding part. Open the Arduino IDE. First thing you have to do is to go to Sketch, then to include library, then click manage libraries. So install this library, that is Firebase Arduino client library for ESP8266 and ESP32. I have already installed this library, so I am not going to install this. So press close button. Go to files, go to examples, go to Firebase Arduino client library for ESP32 and ESP8266. go to Firebase JSON, select client, and then select Firebase. This is the code. I'm already having the code ready with me. I have modified this file slightly. Now let us see what is there in the code. First of all, you need to enter your Wi-Fi SSID and Wi-Fi password. I have already entered it. So you need to enter the token ID and database URL. You need to enter the token and database URL. So for that purpose we need to visit our Firebase account. So this is the URL. So we are going to copy it from here and paste it over here. Remove this HTTPS part, that is not required. For token, we need to go to the project overview, then to project settings, then go to service accounts tab, then go to database secrets and copy this token from here. And paste that token over here. Now let us see what is there in the setup. Before that, let us see about the variables initialized. We have initialized the count variable. We will be using it at the later stage. Then we have used the pin 2 of the ESP32 board. So let us see what is there in the setup part. Serial port is initialized first. Pin 2 is set as output and the pin is set as low so that the LED will be off in the initial stage. With the router, when the connection is established with the router, then the Firebase initialization coding starts. So that is a database URL and the token. These are initialized over here. Then using the firebase.begin method, the connection is established with the Firebase account. Here the fields are created. First field is int and second is bool, and name of the database is test. So in the loop part, every 3 seconds the value of bool variable or bool field is read, and if the value of bool field is true, then the LED pin is set high, so LED will be on, and if the bool status is low, then the LED is set as low, means LED will become off. So here we are sending the count value to the Firebase account by using the firebase.setInt method, and then incrementing the count by 1, and when the count exceeds 20, then it is set as 0. So this is all about the coding part. Now let us connect the ESP board to the laptop. Now set the COM port. In my case it is COM6, and then go to sketch and click on the upload button, and the uploading of code in the ESP32 has started. Now the code is flashed in the ESP32. Let us start the serial monitor. So now the ESP32 board is connected to Wi-Fi and the Firebase. So you can see that bool type variable is false and count value is getting incremented by 1, and it is sent to the Firebase platform. Let us see what is happening in the Firebase platform. Go to real-time database. See, now the database named test has been created and 2 fields are there: bool, which is set as false, and int value is incrementing by 1. So now try to set the value of bool as true and let us see what happens in the LED status of ESP32 board. I am pressing enter over here and let us see what happens on the ESP32 board. Now LED is turned on. So let us make the bool value as false and press enter. So LED on ESP32 board is off. Our code is working successfully. Now let us see the Python application which is used to establish the connection with the Firebase platform using the same database. Let us go to the PyCharm. I am having piece of code ready with me. First thing we need to do is to import the package called Firebase admin by using the command pip install firebase_admin. We are going to import the credentials from the firebase_admin package, then the DB as well. So here the credential certificate is obtained, and here the initialization of app is done where the database URL is specified. So we will again visit the Firebase website and copy this address from here. Now about the certificate, we can download it from project overview. Go to project overview, go to project setting, then go to service accounts, select Python and generate new private key. Press over here and download that generated key. This is the JSON file. Copy the path and the name of the JSON file which you have downloaded just now. So Firebase related initialization is done. Then using the db.reference method, we are referring to the test database, and then we are going to enter the while loop. There we are taking the keyboard input, and then if the keyboard input is LED on, we are going to update the variable called bool, which is there in the Firebase database. If the K input or keyboard input is LED off, then we are setting bool value equal to false. And then if the keyboard input is get count, then we are trying to get the count value from the int variable of the database test. So this is the coding part of the Python code. So let us run this code. So code has started running. We need to type the command. As we can see, the LED is off on the ESP board. We can turn it on by typing the command LED space on. Let us press enter. So LED on ESP32 board is on. And let us see the status over here. Go to the real-time database. Here you can see the bool value is true. Now let us type LED off and press enter. So LED on the ESP32 board is off, and here the bool value is false. Let us try to get the count value from the Firebase account by typing get count. So value we have got is 20. So our code is running successfully. That's it for today. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, like the video, then press like button. Do share this video with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Thanks again, and have a good time.